Welcome to Fringe Fanatics with Chad Lee and Chris Sane.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is episode 153 of Fringe Fanatics. We are live and here right now with you on Tuesday. What is it? The 28th? 3 days till Halloween. We are almost to Halloween. I am Chris Sane.
And I'm Chad Lee. Thank you for tuning in to the Fringe Fanatics podcast.
Yes, we greatly appreciate it. We enjoy doing this every week, and we hope you enjoy listening along. If you haven't yet, please make sure to go like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all things social media. And make sure to be a friend and tell a friend. That's how we get the word out.
Yeah.
But we are in it, man. What a rip-roaring week 8 we had. I mean, we got crazy week 8. We got wild World Series stuff happening.
It was the sports equinox last night.
Yeah, as it was. We had hockey. Everything was going. Baseball, NBA. Nuggets were on, and they upset me in the third and some of the second quarter. But
the third, what? Murray was going on.
He was, but they kept staying around, and that upset me. I'm like, there's no ant, dude. You got to put these. They shouldn't have been that close. That was my.
I definitely agree.
Yes, but we don't have a guest tonight. And we are getting ready. I keep making promises. This is the last time I'm making the promise because it's real. I'm actually going to hang out for just a second after we get done and make sure everything works. But we are almost ready for the unveiling of the new setup that we've got in terms of video with overlays and stuff like that. We're going to try and up it, make it look a lot more professional because we want to get more people involved. And I think when we do this, and we just really start focusing on forcing you guys to tell everybody you know about us.
I'm starting to notice there's some more engagement on Twitter. We got a new follower today.
Yeah, we're doing good on
blue check marks. So
yeah,
cool.
we're doing good on Twitter. We're doing really good on TikTok. Facebook is okay. Instagram could be better. I mean, but it's tough, man. It's hard working the algorithms.
Yep.
You know, but nonetheless, we are going to keep persevering, and we are looking forward for you guys to see the new look coming next week. But let us get into it. Chad, how are we doing? How was your weekend?
I'm a little tired. I stayed up pretty late Monday night. Last night, I guess. Everything's kind of running together. I got to work yesterday at 4 a.m., worked all the way till 4, then went and watched the Chiefs game, all amped up, adrenaline going, couldn't get to sleep till 11, and then also because the World Series went 18 innings.
Yeah.
Yep. And then so, a little tired, but the weekend went good. We went to a show on Friday night. And
who'd you go see?
For My Peeps.
Oh.
Yeah, For My Peeps. The founding member of SDS9. He started kind of like a SDS9 cover band, which he can do because he pretty much wrote
all the
80% of the catalog, you know, because it was 2013 when a new bassist came in, and I had never seen him before because I didn't start seeing Tribe till 2016, I think, or 2015.
Yeah.
And so, I got to see Murph, man. He's like tall, lanky guy, and he fucking jammed out.
He's the main dude.
He's the main dude, this new band, and man, we were
Is
right
he
up
the
there.
main dude of SDS9?
Well, not anymore. That's what I mean. He was the founding member. He left in 2013.
Gotcha.
It's a long story, but they got a new bassist, Lana. She kicks ass. She shared some of my posts before, so that's kick ass. But yeah, dude, we were right up there front row. We met up with our good friends Jen and Nathan from Fort Collins at the Pig and the Sprout downtown first. Because it was the show was at Ophelia's, and that was my first time going there.
So I've heard good things about that.
Really cool spot, man.
There's like 3 or 4 venues down there, or up there, I guess, that are pretty rad.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but it's insane. Like, everywhere you are in the venue, you're pretty much front row. But I mean, we were like on the rail. Hannah got drumsticks.
Nice.
That was pretty sweet. Yeah,
yeah.
It was a good time. But we had dinner with them. They're really awesome people. We really like hanging out with them. And dude, I talked about like how last episode I had some shitty carnitas. She had some shitty carnitas from La Casa del Rey.
Dude, leave them alone.
Go, dude, but it's nuts because that's a Mexican restaurant, and then we go to the Pig and the Sprout, which is kind of like a hipster spot. I don't know. It's a good little bar. It seems like a bar that Seth Rogen would own or something like that.
Do they have
And
Pig and Sprout? Let me guess. Is it like barbecue stuff or no?
There's some of that. What I was gonna get was a French dip, and I'm glad I didn't because I probably would have been too full and puked at the show. But instead, I opted towards which is a little more light meal for me, which is carnitas tacos. But dude, the pork. It was just like, basically, it was kind of like a hollandaise sauce on it, but very subtle. It go to Pig and the Sprout. I mean, man, it was just the best. She got a grilled cheese. They got some burgers. It was
Nice.
a badass time, man. But
Great
yeah.
cheese action.
Yep, went to the show, did that. Sunday, just watched a lot of football and worked out. And then, last night we went to Dawn's, and we've kind of been doing this thing this October is that after they start winning, we've been bringing, we have a bunch of Halloween masks there, so that's when we put on the Halloween
I
mask.
was wondering what was going on because I saw Hannah with the Michael Myers, and I was like, she loves Michael Myers, so I get it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I was wondering what the deal was.
It's a hit, dude. You'd be surprised because not a whole lot of people wear that unless it's just actually on Halloween. So it was so cool how many strangers just came up to her and was like, "Can I get a picture with you?"
Yeah, I saw she was in a bunch of pictures, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a good time. But,
Nice. Yeah, it was a good game. Well, I was surprised at how close of a game it was for like the first quarter and a half.
The first half.
Through the half,
Totally the first half. I mean, we didn't even really end well. We had 58 seconds left in that first half, and they couldn't even go down there and do anything. But
Yeah, but and there was some back and forth on the turnovers, but then the Chiefs just put their foot down.
and like, hey, let's wake up.
Yeah, exactly. And it is crazy. I saw you posted that thing today about Kareem Hunt, but
That's
it
nuts.
is nuts.
I
heard him talking about it too on the broadcast, just about how like efficient he is at like short yardage situations this year, and it's crazy. Some dude they just picked up because he's just hanging out.
Well, it's so nuts, man. And I'm
He's
just so
like
glad.
eating people alive in short yardage.
It goes to show you like how much getting a training camp can pay off because last year we didn't have a running back, so he was the lone workhorse, and once he was getting 20 carries a game, by the 7th or 8th game that he was playing for us, you could really see it taking a toll on him. Now he's been with the Chiefs a full year. They re-signed him in the offseason, so we had a full training camp. And dude, last year that was our Achilles heel. 3rd and 1s, I was fearful. We couldn't do shit. And then now, I mean, we're picking it up every time. Kareem Hunt will run for 10 yards on it.
Yeah,
it's great.
Well, it is crazy too, just to see the not necessarily the fall off of Pacheco, but just to see him like take a back seat to Hunt has been kind of. I just feel like Hunt seems to be the more featured back to some degree.
Well, when it comes to carries, Pacheco's getting a lot more touches. It's just in short yardage that Hunt's getting it. But I would say, and it's kind of ironic because Pacheco and a lot of the analysts are kind of really jumping on him too, that like he has looked so much better over the last 3-4 games. He's had a lot more spurts. He's finally having 10, 15-yard runs. And then last night he gets a sprained MCL. So next week we definitely will see a lot more Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, how long is he out for?
It just says week to week. I was really worried it was going to be like a torn ACL because the guy, I mean, dude, it was a dirty hit too. I mean, it's one thing to go low in a guy, but the guy literally got on all fours and tried to take out his knees.
Yeah,
and you just see Pacheco's knee just kind of buckle like that, man. And just luckily it's sprained MCL, just week to week, and I'm fine with it. Let's rest him for the Bills game. That's a tough one anyway. We might lose that one.
I'm just mad you guys get a bye week before our game.
That's what I'm stoked about, man. Yeah, because then we can get some rest, then play.
I don't like
Denver.
it. Yeah. But, it is what it is. But that sounds like a good weekend.
It was good, man. Yeah, we finished that Ed Gein show, so that was all right. It was very captivating dude, Ryan Murphy is the king of the whole show for 90% of it, you're captivated. And then he's going to do this crazy twist to be like, ha, see, I can fly off the rails.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you can have that much of a twist. It's like a true story.
But that's it. It is a true story until you fictionalize 50% of what
Well, that's true. I mean, it is very fictional.
I am somebody that, and her and I begged to differ on it. She's like, yeah, so what? They have their fun with it and everything like that. But I'm like, that's a huge part of the story. Spoiler alert, what they basically show is him helping catch Ted Bundy. That's a big fucking deal. I was like, I never knew about that. Immediately Googled it. Nope. Just made it up.
Yeah,
Come on, dude. You don't need to do that.
I mean, was he even alive when Ted Bundy was active?
I'm not.
Because Ted Gein was in like or Ed Gein, sorry.
I'm not sure when he died.
Ed Gein was like in the 50s, dude.
Well, that's when he was about like 20 or 30. But I mean, yeah, I guess he lived to be around like 70 or something. Yeah, but I mean, his life was interesting and twisted enough. You don't have to add it was just such a bummer to have like all this crazy stuff. And I remember last year when they did the Menendez brothers, they did it pretty factual somewhat. There was definitely some exaggeration in there, but that kind of just really threw me off on a lot of it. I was like, that's just not necessary.
I guess he was still alive.
Yeah.
He died in 84.
But he had nothing to do with it.
He had nothing to do with it. Yeah, that's like one of the first things is like, did Ed Gein have connection with Ted Bundy? No, nor is there evidence.
Yeah, because it was the first thing because everybody's Googling it.
It does say he communicated with other notorious serial killers from prison.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what that means. But.
Well, that could be the case because they do kind of highlight a lot of serial killers idolized him and like wrote him in prison and stuff. But
yeah, I mean, we talked about it. Almost every single scary movie that we watch is like loose. Like I mean, like the big ones.
Yeah.
You know, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, obviously.
Yep. Which we watched on Sunday. We finished it. I've never seen
the original Psycho.
Dude, it was so crazy.
Did you watch the old ass one?
Oh yeah, it's on Peacock.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Hearing the dude, it's black and white.
Like.
Dude, it was so cheesy.
Did you watch the one with Vince Vaughn?
Oh, that's right. I forgot they remade it with him.
Yeah,
we should rewatch that one. I forgot about that one.
I can't remember if it was good, but I remember watching it.
Yeah. I have seen it, but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
She watched Bates Hotel and said it was really awesome.
I've never seen the series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was like based off of like how he started.
Probably, yeah. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, but
that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Right. Let's see. Friday night, I was here. I said Saturday when we were talking earlier. It was Friday night because I came over here and was working on stuff. Got a ton of stuff done. There's just a few things I need to wrap up. We kind of talked about how I made the overlays way too long, so I shortened them. But in order to do that, it was a lot more of a process. Like, I couldn't just be like, make them 10 seconds. Like, I had to go in and all of the, like, things that I had animated, I had to, like, select them and then move them and then, like, oh my God, and then shorten everything. There's got to be a better way to work with After Effects. I think it's just because I'm dumb in it right now. I'm, like, basically a toddler using it. But got most of that stuff done. I have my biggest job to date so far is actually going on right now in Longmont, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But Friday night, I went to go block it off after I left here. So I can't remember when I left here. It's probably like 10 o'clock. And then I went...
Say Friday night from here?
Yeah.
You came by Saturday night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What were you doing Saturday night?
Friday nights, we were here eating tacos.
Oh, Saturday night you went to the show.
Yep.
So I was right. Okay. Scratch that part that I just talked about. So it was Saturday night. Again, dude, this weekend's been nuts.
We've been busy.
So I leave here, and I go pick up a truck to take the barricades out to Longmont. Drive to Longmont. It's pretty usual. Like, there's a movie theater right there, and everybody let out. I blocked everything off. I left there probably about 1 o'clock. I'm driving back to the yard, and I turn on, because we work in the same area. I come in off Broadway. I get off. I go down 74th. I turn on York. There's a dude in the middle of the fucking street.
Wow.
At 1:30 in the morning. Like, walking in front of cars, like, pleading, like, please pick me up, please pick me up. And I was like...
Did he look homeless?
No, he looked just like a younger kid.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I know as soon as I leave the yard, I'm going to pull out on 69th, and he's going to be at the fucking stoplight. I knew it.
Yeah.
Sure as shit. I get out, he's right there at the stoplight, and I'm stopped. And he comes walking up to me, and he's drunk, and he's probably in his 20s. His name's Johnny.
Okay.
Very friendly guy.
Yeah.
Ended up giving him a ride. His phone's been dead for hours. He's been lost for like 2 hours. He lives down off of Jewel and Santa Fe.
Oh, whoa.
So he's like, if he walked, I mean, he would have got there like tomorrow.
6 in the morning.
Yeah. And he was way out of the way. He probably would end up like walking.
How did he end up out there?
He was at his cousin's house, and I think him and somebody got into it, and he left. And then I've been there before, you know, drunk leaving places and walking home. So, like, I felt for him, and he was like, can you please give me a ride? And I was like, yeah, man, just fucking get in. And I'm taking him home. I ended up talking to his mom at one point, and because his phone, I was able to charge it in my car, and he called his mom, and she's like, Johnny, where are you? We've been freaking out, like, worried about you. And I was like, yeah, I picked him up. He was, like, just wandering down the street, and I'm going to take him home. And she's like, oh, my God.
Area to be walking around, too.
Yeah, there's not much over there.
No.
And there's, like, it's liable that there's a homeless camp over there. And who knows what can happen. But
That's right.
pretty wild. That was my first hitchhiker. I guess he really wasn't a hitchhiker. He was more of, like, a hitch bagger.
Yeah.
But pretty interesting experience. I ended up getting home at like 3:30 in the morning. Slept for a couple hours. Woke up. Slept for like 2 more hours. Went to the Broncos game.
Jeez.
Yeah. Had a great time at the Broncos game. Came home Sunday night. Hung out for a while. Then Monday, worked. Came home. Didn't have practice. We had to reschedule. And watched I watched Monday Night Football till the Nuggets game started. Then I realized I forgot I don't have Peacock anymore. And I was like, shit. I don't want to sign up for it right now. And it was like 10 minutes after the game was supposed to have started. So I just streamed it.
What was on Peacock? The Nuggets game?
Yeah.
Oh, because of the NBA. Yeah, that was a prime time
I think
game.
there's 2 for sure that are going to be on Peacock, and I think there's 2 others they have the option to either put it on Peacock or put it on NBC.
I see.
Which they'll probably put it on Peacock.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to deal with all that, and I was just like, all right, I'm just going to stream it. So I watched the Nuggets game. Nuggets game ends, and I turn it over to the MLB, and it's like, what was it, the 7th inning, I think, when Toronto went ahead. What was it, 8-7. And then Ohtani tied it up with a home run. I think that's what it was.
It was 5-5 whenever I came into it. Yeah.
So that's what it was.
Yeah.
Toronto got it to 5-4, and then Ohtani comes up, and they pitch to him for some reason, and he crushes the ball, and I'm just like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. They walked him 4 times.
Yeah. But I ended up making it to the 16th inning, and I fell asleep. And
I don't blame you.
I woke up, and the game was over.
Yeah. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna wake up and find out. But it's weird. I don't really have a dog in the fight. I mean, I don't really want to see the Dodgers win it again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just hope we get like a Game 7. That's the best.
I don't think we are. I think whoever wins tonight's pretty much gonna win it.
Yeah, because then Ohtani's pitching tonight.
Yeah, but everybody blew their bullpens, so it's going to be interesting. Ohtani only usually pitches like 4 or 5 or 6 innings.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a tough time making it.
They're going to be exhausted. Right?
I mean, we were talking about having like just like a position player come in at one point last night, which would have been crazy.
That would have been awesome. Dude. It's like,
we might have to go to a position player.
It's like the Sandlot, dude. Just bring him out. Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. We did watch Weapons.
Oh, sweet.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Only quarrels and qualms I have. We needed more of a backstory on the aunt.
Yeah.
Which I guess we're going to get with a movie that's coming. Also, way too much build-up for them to wrap it all up in like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Did you feel that way?
It did just kind of like go quick, but it is funny the way the kids just run.
Yes. At first, I thought there was just one kid running like that, and then I wondered where they're like, everybody should run like that. Everybody run with your arms out like this. Like, was that was my question. I was like, was that like an honest decision prior to filming where the kids run like this?
I know.
Or did a kid just do that?
I don't know why they decided to do that, but that was a good idea, man.
It was weird, though. Like, I went in thinking it was a zombie movie. Kind of is.
A zombie movie?
Well, because all you see in the trailer is like the mom breaking through the bathroom and like screeching.
Okay.
And she looks kind of like a zombie. Her eyes are all bulgy and red. And I was like, oh, it's a zombie movie.
I could see that.
But no, it wasn't. And that's the thing. I don't know. Was it a witchy movie? Was it a?
She's kind of like a
voodoo?
witch. It's definitely maybe like part of. I guess voodoo's part of witchcraft. If she uses like that stick and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's so creepy looking, dude.
She was.
Yeah. You know what she also acted in? She was in Uncle Buck.
Oh yeah, wasn't she
She was in one of I can't remember her character, but she was I think like maybe John Candy's wife or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was his wife but yeah, I do remember hearing that now. Great character. Like I said, I want to know more about that character. I wish instead of doing like the multiple like perspectives, they would have just kind of given us some backstory on her, just to be like, what the hell's going on?
That was kind of weird how it's like, okay, then you got the perspective from this person.
Yeah.
And then this person. So.
I don't feel like we needed all of those.
Yeah.
Like, you only need to do like 2 of those.
Right.
The teacher and maybe Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
And then everybody else doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty entertaining nonetheless. But I want to start watching the Ed Gein thing. But we'll see. We were watching Scariest House in America. It's on HBO Max.
Oh,
it's like they just find like these haunted houses.
Oh, sweet.
And then they renovate them.
And they renovate them? Yeah. I was not expecting that. They go Adam Carolla.
That's crazy. Not Adam Carolla. It's more, it's like a HGTV show. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, he's got one of those. He like redos man caves or bars, I thought.
He did do that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Tony Siragusa on that show? It was like they redid man caves.
Maybe. I can't remember him doing that. Yeah.
But Adam Carolla was like a construction worker growing up.
Yeah.
So.
That's why you got really into that.
Well, let us get into it, man. It is time for headlines. Get your headlines. NFL, here we go.
Are you ready for some football?
You better be.
It's football, bro.
Happens. Sure happens, man. Well, Monday night's coming on. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Chiefs dominate the Commanders in the second half.
Travis Kelce ties 3 soldiers for the touchdowns.
Touchdowns, 380. That's pretty cool. Also, you guys are now, 5-3?
Yep.
So, 1 behind the Broncos. We got that showdown coming soon.
Should be good.
Should be good. Could decide first place. Very well could. And
luckily, we get you guys on Christmas Day in KC. So
yeah, that's true.
I'm glad we finished at home.
Yeah, whatever.
We could split.
We could split.
You guys could take both.
I'm hoping for a split at this point. I'll take that.
I don't know.
That's the big test right now. You're beating up all these teams. Well, a couple teams. There's been really close games. But if the defense can play like that, it's gonna be fun.
Which close games?
Well, I mean, there's a few games they lost in the final minute. The Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos.
Yeah, not the Chiefs.
Okay, I was like, what? Because I heard a stat today that I guess in the last 3 games, the Chiefs have outscored their opponents 89-24.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I was just like, I'm not used to hearing that. Last year, it was like 1-score game every time.
Yeah, last week helped a lot. But let's get into the games of the week here. We got Jets and Bengals first. Who would have thought that this would be a game of the week? But pretty entertaining.
It was, and I was a dumbass for starting the Bengals defense. What a long shot move, man.
Well, it made sense after the comments coming down from Jets owner.
That's when it would have made sense
on Justin Fields.
But that's when I should have realized. Okay, here's the thing though, because I was mowing my yard, I saw that notification come across that Justin Fields was going to start, and I remember Woody Johnson being like, he can't complete a pass, percentage and all this, and I'm like, man, I don't know if Justin Fields is the type of guy to like really use that as motivation to go out there and ball out. But then here's the kicker. Nick Mangold passed away on Sunday.
That was
pretty sad, man.
Yeah. 41.
41, dude.
Kidney disease. He was waiting for a transplant.
Man.
I know.
Yeah, and he actually made it like an appeal because he like really needed one and
clearly
got denied. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was super sad, and that was another thing, like you just said, that kind of like lit a fire under their asses to go out and win a game. But it wasn't looking that way for a majority of it. They had to come back. And
they were down 38-24 with like 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, and they pulled off some heroics. They got some stops on the Bengals, and the Bengals, it was kind of surprising. The Jets, they went for 2, really ballsy move, and then so it was 32. to 38. Then they go down there and score, go up by 1. And yeah, Joe Flacco, he's had, I think they showed like 32 career game-winning drives. Couldn't get it, barely got a first down.
He's old. I also think he's hurt, too. I think I heard he popped up on the injury report after the game. So that could be why.
Could be.
But Breece Hall finally showed up for him. 2 second-half touchdowns. Threw a 4-yard touchdown pass to Mason Taylor with 154. That was the go-ahead touchdown.
Yep.
And, yeah, they squeak one out, get their first win of the year. Fields 21 of 32. 244 yards and a touchdown in his first game since Woody Johnson told him that he was basically worthless.
Yeah.
Did you hear his comments after the game?
Justin Fields?
Yeah, pretty poignant. I guess he let everybody in. He literally said that he found himself in his closet laying on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that, man. That's very admissive to be just saying that.
Well, it goes to show how maybe that'll make Woody Johnson think about before he just eviscerates somebody.
Man.
But, hey, it worked for him.
Yeah.
It turned things around. Jets get their first win. Bengals, I don't know how they're going to hold on in the AFC with Burrow coming back in December.
Lamar Jackson comes back this Thursday, too.
I know. I think
they're still the favorites to win the division.
I know. That's what I was just going to say. Yeah. I think the Ravens are going to win it.
I mean, the Steelers their defense is just atrocious. They need to figure something out.
Which is so crazy. That's been the strong point for so many years.
Not only that, it's the highest paid defense in the NFL, man.
Yeah, so
yeah,
they got to figure it out.
Boy, Chase, though, man. How many targets do you think he has in the last 2 games?
Who? Jamar Chase? It's probably fucking 30, 40.
40.
Yeah.
40.
That's why I picked up Flacco and
pair him up.
Stafford had to go on bye
week. Yeah.
But, so let's move on to the next game, which is going to be the 49ers at the Texans. And it seems like the Texans may have figured some things out on offense. Their defense is always going to be stout. I mean, with Will Anderson and Derek Stingley Jr.
Their defense is playing
They've got 2 really good back. They got one of the best in the back end, one of the best on the front end. It's just the offense has been terrible. Both these teams riddled with injuries.
Yep.
Houston's most of their wide receivers are hurt right now or on their way back. So Stroud didn't have much to do didn't have much going for him in terms of playmakers, but here he goes, over 300 yards in this game.
And he was throwing to nobodies, man. Xavier Hutchinson.
Don't even know him.
Nope, the other guy, I can't remember. But I mean, it was a bunch of, no names out there, but making a name for themselves. The time of possession in the first half, 26 minutes to 4.
That's crazy.
That's dominant, man. Matt Jones and the 49ers, they came, turned back into a pumpkin after really surprising everybody. But I think it really showed that they're needing Fred Warner, and the injuries are starting to be insurmountable.
Well, I think we're just kind of seeing that the Mac Jones experiment, although it was pretty cool to see, I think you're kind of realizing he is falling back into that backup quarterback role where you're good for a few games and then people figure you out and that's it. So we're seeing that now where I think the Texans defense was able to shut him down. Mac Jones, 19 of 32, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. McCaffrey shut down, 8 carries, 25 yards. Their highest receiver, Juwan Jennings, 4 receptions, 45 yards. On the other side, C.J. Stroud, 30 of 39, 318 yards, 2 touchdowns, does have the 1 interception, but a pretty good game for him who, we've been talking about the sophomore slump a lot this year, and it seemed like he was in it. Maybe this is the game that turns him around. We'll have to see.
A lot of that had to do with the offensive line not protecting him.
Yeah.
And without Nick Bosa, without Fred Warner, and a lot of the key pieces on the 49ers, the pressure rate was at an all-time low for the season against the Texans. I mean, he had all the time in the world to throw, and, I mean, he was just lasering him in there. But the really underlining theme of this game, which was really fascinating, was Robert Saleh versus DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah.
The current 49ers defensive coordinator versus the old 49ers defensive coordinator. So they've all been a part of that Kyle Shanahan tree. They faced each other in.
Wasn't DeMeco on Robert Saleh's defensive coordinating crew?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's
he,
he got promoted there.
Or something.
Yeah, they all know each other very well, so that was a really fascinating game between a lot of minds that have been in the same rooms before. But Theme of this weekend, what I thought about titling the episode, though, was Blowout Bonanza, because it's hard to pick the games of the week when there's pretty much blowouts across the board, even last night, and even you guys' game. The average point differential in all of the games over the weekend, 19.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, there were 8 games that were decided by more than 18 points or more.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, hey, we love it for fantasy, right?
Yes, and it did make for kind of a boring. I love on Sundays when Chiefs play in prime time, or on Mondays where I can just get all the games and don't have to worry about Chiefs 11 o'clock game or something like that. But damn, these games were pretty boring, man.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't that many like captivating games, so to speak.
Not really.
Yeah, a lot of blowouts.
The way I look at it is at this point in the year, week 8, the cream is rising to the top. And the fat is falling down.
Rises to the top. But yeah, we are seeing it. The AFC West is going to be a gauntlet for sure.
It's tough, dude.
I still think
look good
I know the Broncos are sitting atop, but until the game in a few weeks, I still think the Chiefs right now are a better team, and that's just because of past experience.
It's dude, I appreciate that. I will have blind faith towards that, but goddamn, the Thursday night, I mean, the Vikings looked horrible. Carson Wentz was just like a wounded shoulder. Yeah, wounded soldier out there just getting hit every time. And then, yeah, I mean, you guys beat up on a really bad Cowboys team. But, in the same way, the Commanders were hurt a lot. But there's so many teams that are so banged up right now. It's just at the point where can they survive? The game that I'd really like to talk about, and I've been complaining about it all year, and especially after this game.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to talk. We can skip to that one.
Yeah, rest. Well, there's a bunch of blowouts, so I figure let's kind of talk about some talking points here. And Twitter, X, if you will, was ablaze after the Giants
the fumble that wasn't a fumble
made Jalen Hurts fumble, but the whistle was called forward progress, and I just don't know, man. I mean, not only that, but there was 4 other calls that went against the Giants there, and I literally saw fire coming off of. Did you ever see that animated Hercules movie back in the day? He looked like Hades. His hair was flying. He literally was grinding his teeth at one point, and I don't blame him, dude. They got fucked, man. They totally got screwed.
No, they did. I mean, they're gonna have to get rid of the tush push, because they don't know how to govern it at all. They tried, what was it?
They're not even trying.
What was it, 2 weeks ago or last week when they were on prime time? And they were like, oh, we're really going to crack down on it. And they're looking down the line, and you see 3 guys leave early.
Against the Giants, they literally brought in one of the referees. He wasn't the umpire, the lead reffing guy. But they brought in one of the refs that had never reffed an Eagles game, I think in maybe 7 years.
Yeah.
So he had never even reffed and been a part of the tush push. And then you see, still nothing happens.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're right. It's not being officiated correctly. I'm not gonna hear any of this bullshit. It's oh, if you like soft football or anything like that. No, that's not it. You're just not even. That was a clear fumble, and that's a 4th.
It was. Yeah, and some of them weren't as egregious as that one. That one was just what are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Forward progress.
Yeah.
He's moving forward. The only time the ball, you're able to push the ball forward and it not be live if it leaves your hand is on the goal line.
On the goal line.
If you were moving forward and someone's pushing you and progress has not stopped, how do you blow the whistle for 1? And 2, the ball's live.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense. And clearly, I don't remember who it was on the Giants that came up with it, but he rips the ball out of his hand.
I think it was Kayvon Thibodeau.
It might have been.
Yeah.
And winds up with the ball clearly. It wasn't knocked around. I mean, he took it and kind of grabbed it, and just, to sit here and be oh no, we whistled forward progress. It's well, who decided that?
Yeah. Because they even conferred and they talked about it for a little bit, but it's that they were probably thinking with the mics off, they're saying to themselves, guys, we fucked up. We're just going to have to fucking call this because if not, we look like dumbasses.
Well, I don't understand how we have these expedited calls now. And how does New York not come and be guys, that was a fumble?
Well, Sunday night,
clearly
Micah Parsons jumped so far off sides that everybody was okay. I mean, Aaron Rodgers tries to do a free play because it was a clear offsides. And you can't do an expedited review and they can't redact an offsides. But you're gonna have to fix something because you're not opening your fucking eyes.
Well, at this point, like they need to just make the eye in the sky, if you will,
Like the
have
official
only overall rule.
Yep.
The guys can call it as they see it on the field, but they need to have, and it almost needs to be somebody not involved with the NFL, like a third party,
Yeah.
somebody who doesn't have anything in it that just comes in and is watching the game.
Like a fucking nerd.
Yeah, just like some guy
Yeah.
with like five, like in Grandma's Boy, he's just like sitting there with like 5 screens.
Like, boom. Just AI or something.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, last night with the virtual placement, I don't know if you saw that because you're watching.
I hate to say it, that was the first down.
It wasn't a first down, but it's just a dumb way to do that, man. You're going to show me an animated.
It looked like it. I mean, it's hard to tell, and that's the thing.
It was that.
Why don't we have something like we live in the world of AI? Why can't we put something on the outside of the ball
Yes.
or in the skin that shows you where it went?
That's what I don't
Even
understand.
if it's the side of the ball,
Yep.
the tip,
Yeah.
it'll show you how far it went on the field. The fact that we don't have that, and then we had to wait for like 3 minutes
A ton of
for
time.
this shitty 3D thing to come in and be like 5 inches short.
Dude, that graphic looks like some of those cheesy ass graphics that the NFL, and, like ESPN uses to be like, oh, look at Mahomes and he does the, he's passing this stats and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I cannot believe we're using this animated graphic to show where the first down is. It is an
I
embarrassment.
mean, I get it. They're trying to make it seem like it's like digital and shit, but it's just
It
like,
looks embarrassing, man. Because I think he got
I
super
think we were
close.
better off with the old dudes with the chain gang.
Yeah, I think so, honestly. But Terry McLaurin's touchdowns were definitely touchdowns.
Yeah.
They didn't take that long to figure it out, man. Expedite that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the point of this person in New York if they're watching it live and can sit there and stop it immediately and watch it back,
Yep.
every camera angle they have? How does it still take this long?
It's getting dumb, dude.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the same way with the NBA, dude. I mean, you see right now, I mean, I think sports in general needs to figure something out because Shea's shooting 26 free throws, Austin Reeves shooting 25 the other day.
Yeah, I think after 2 games, Shea had 40, and there was no other team that even had remotely 40.
He
Had
went
a
into-
team.
Yeah. He went into double overtime in both, but still, he's getting so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched a full NBA game yet this year because I've been watching a lot of football and everything, but it's like, I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm not that motivated to. The product is just awful.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, excited this year because
The
Nuggets are going to be
looking
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is unfortunate because even last year was getting hard to watch. This year it's getting tough to watch. And then the whole scandal thing, and now it's like, well, what the hell's even going on?
Yeah.
After the NBA being kind of at the forefront, what we thought was like, taking care of players and doing all this stuff. Now it comes out there's all these scandals.
There
And
could
it's
be an
just like,
NFL star involved.
yeah,
I think I
Antonio
heard-
Gates.
That's who it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to remember who it was.
He
Yeah.
was face card, as they call him.
Yeah.
So, and if
Did you see those sunglasses they used to identify
they
the
had
cards?
They had contacts too, dude. Contact lenses,
Man.
and they could see what on the back of the cards. Like if you had the lenses on, you would see like a
A or B or
yeah, it would
something.
show you
Yeah.
on the back of
Dude,
the
that's
card.
Ocean's 11 stuff.
It
dude.
really
Pretty
was.
cool.
You hear about it, and I'm like, I mean, that's pretty cool.
And that's why I don't go
And,
out there
and I
and
hate
do
to say it, the guys that are ripping off.
Well, they're either way, they're legally gambling. Like, even
Yeah.
if they were doing it to regular people, man. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Gambling a poker game, not in like an unsanctioned poker game.
Yeah.
If you're not just with your friends doing $20 bets and stuff like that.
I think even that's probably.
It's probably not. But I think it's like it's over a certain amount. That's when it becomes like an unsanctioned one. But yeah, if you're not like casino, yeah, that's
You're
illegal.
in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah, and Chauncey,
Yeah.
he's in trouble, and then now you have these guys, DeJounte Porter, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, owed the mob money, and that's why they were making him,
Yeah.
leave games early and stuff. So
I just don't get it, dude. Like, you're an NBA player. You're getting, even if you're making,
he wasn't making that much.
dude, you're, okay.
He was probably making
A
league
role
minimum.
player.
Yeah, but it's still
League
money.
minimum, dog.
It's
Like,
probably more money than we'll make in a year
that's
ever.
better than just
You know
being
what I
like
mean?
a warehouse worker. Like,
Well, no
dog,
shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
But this is, I mean, at this point, like, we gotta quit trying to relate it to like regular people, because sports money's just out of control, dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just
It's
insane.
like they say. It's like you get a little money and you want more.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about one more game. Though I
Okay.
thought this one was pretty fascinating. The Packers versus the Steelers.
All right.
This was Aaron Rodgers' first game back against his Packers that traded him away. The Packers do go into the Steelers, and Tucker Kraft, to me, I had a buddy last night at the Chiefs game, Andreas, to give him a little shout out, that was saying he thinks Tucker Kraft is like the next Travis Kelce. I was like, hold on, man. I got a better comp for you. Rob Gronkowski, dude.
Yeah, he is a little more.
He's way bigger. He's stockier.
Yeah.
Man. We looked it up. He weighs 260, man.
Yeah, he's a beast out there.
Yeah.
I wish I would have started him because he went off for like 30.
You did not start.
No, because I keep winning. I got God damn it, San Francisco.
Oh, Kittle.
And I keep thinking he was tight
in
today, and he's all about it.
Oh, dude, that's
I still won, but it sucked.
Oh, that's good.
At least I didn't lose,
Yeah.
but I would have won by more. So I was like, that sucks. I got to find a way to play both of them.
You
But
put him in his flex.
I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to. I might have
Tucker
to
Kraft's been
change.
tearing it up,
I
man.
have to change my perspective going in.
Yeah,
I try and claw my way back. But yes, this game was pretty wild. Man.
At one point, Jordan Love completed 20 completions in a row. That's a new franchise record where he tied not Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
That's right. But yeah, I mean, it took a while for the Packers to get the running game going, and they eventually got it, rocking and rolling with Josh Jacobs. Wasn't a whole lot, but it was really Tucker Kraft, man. I mean, 7 receptions for 143 yards, 2 TDs. And then Jordan Love just lights up the box score, 360 yards with 3 TDs. They have weapons galore there.
They really do. And
Christian Watson's healthy now.
Christian Watson's back. And then Matthew Golden has yet to kind of show his stuff yet, and a lot of people were calling him one of the better receivers
It was
in
weird.
the draft.
He deleted his social media after a viral video went around. I don't know if you remember this play where Jordan Love, and they were up, I think, like at least 1 or 2 scores, but he just throws it to the flat or something, just kind of throws it away. But Golden had run this crosser and was like right there, open in the middle. Could have gotten at least a first down, close to the end zone.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird. Maybe he's a little upset.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, there ain't much he can do because they got a hold of him for 4 years. But, on the other side of the ball, Aaron Rodgers, 24 of 36, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Warren, 13 carries, 62 yards. Roman Wilson was the leading receiver for the Steelers. 4 receptions, 74 yards, 1 touchdown, with a long of 45. DK Metcalf he didn't do that great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that Steelers defense, man. I mean, they are porous.
they really are. And
There's
then
a
you
lot
have
of
Cameron
problems.
Hayward sitting out, basically wanting more money before the season. And you just spoke on it as they're the highest paid defense right now. And they look
Watt.
like poop.
Look at all the names: T.J. Watt, Jalen Ramsey, Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah. Alex Highsmith,
Yeah.
Patrick Queen. Let's see who else. Juwan Thornhill.
There's another Juwan Thornhill. From the Chiefs. I didn't realize he was on the Steelers.
I thought it was Juwan.
Juan, you worked with some Juans.
I know, but I might have.
He's number 1.
I thought, he's number 1. I thought he was a little darker than the guys I worked with, so I went Juwan.
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
Who's the that's hilarious. Juana, man.
Yeah. That's a movie you couldn't make today.
Definitely
We should
not.
watch it.
Yeah. What's their other cornerback though? They do have another big name.
Oh, cornerback?
Cornerback. Are you on their depth chart?
I'm trying to look. Darius Slay.
Yeah, Darius Slay, who won a Super Bowl, or at least went to the Super Bowl with the Eagles.
Yeah,
Bunch of names. But
bunch
no
of
talent.
names, not much production. Well, shall we move on? Or do you? Oh, well, I guess we got a few things to talk about still.
That's true.
Key injuries this week. Obviously, we talked about it a little bit earlier. Carson Wentz, shoulder fell off. He is done for the year. That was a bummer. And then the real big bummer, one half of the creatine Caucasians is done for the year. Cam Scatabo his ankle fell off, and it was pretty gnarly.
It was nasty, man. Yeah.
I loved how Red Zone was like, we're going to show you this, but if you don't like this kind of stuff, look away.
I was shocked.
And I was like, whoa!
I did not think they were going to show it because
I just like how blatant they were about it. They're like, you might want to turn away. And it's
like ready for it.
yeah.
Dude.
You're like, well, I'm not going to turn away now.
I got to see this, man.
That's like your parents saying, don't go do that. And you're like, well, I'm going to go do that.
Oh, man. So he got tackled from behind and his ankle got caught and his ankle was going the wrong way.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call it. It wasn't like a hip drop. It was so bang bang. It was just like boom.
His ankle kind of got caught, and it's kind of surprising. Everybody gets hurt on the Meadowlands. It was actually in Philly, but dude, you know how fucking Spartanish this guy is? He wanted to walk off the field.
That's badass.
And his players are...
Well, he didn't really... I mean, he grabbed his leg, but he was pretty calm for his ankle being almost crazy. Backwards.
Yeah. Did you hear how Big Dom went and gave him pizza and cheesesteaks in the hospital?
Oh, that's cool. I saw him post, and he's like, everybody in the Philly hospital is awesome. They're super like welcoming to my family, which is... I mean, you'd expect that from the hospital, I guess. Yeah. But,
he's fans there. Man, it's such a shame because, now they lost some of the league neighbors. They also had a tight end getting hurt in that game. I think the Giants are pretty much done.
Yeah, it was short-lived. I think next year is going to be good for them to get a full year of the Jackson Dart Scatabo experience. But, I don't think they're going to do much the rest of the year. And I hope... For Dable's sake, what they saw was enough to save his job. Because I don't know, it's going to be tough for him.
Yeah, the rest
especially if they just lose out or something. But they might not. They might not. But let's talk about Patrick Surtain. They are being very sneaky about time or length of time this injury is.
That's Sean Payton. He is notorious for controlling the media.
He doesn't manipulating. He said he won't tell him anything about injuries.
Well, we got to be careful with that because the Ravens might get fined.
They might, but that was pretty egregious. Where they he practiced Friday, was all go, and ran scout team, and then they were like, oh yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah,
so they might get in trouble for that. This one, Sean Payton's just not telling anybody. We've heard anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks to week. So we'll see. At this point, I'm not too worried about Houston in terms of needing him because I don't really know who their number one.
Yeah, well, Nico just had a concussion, so he should be back.
Well, that's good.
Christian Kirk should be back by then.
I believe in Riley Moss, the Great White Hope.
Yeah, he did pretty good in that game. They were picking on him a little bit.
I feel bad because he's going to get picked on because they don't want to throw at Surtain. So it's like, well, then they're all going to go to you, unfortunately. But he got picked on a little bit. But Surtain, we'll see. I hope it's only week to week, but let's hope he's at least back for the Chiefs game.
Yeah, we want to beat the best. That's for sure.
There you go.
Yep. And then Ed Oliver for the Bills. This was unfortunate. In a blowout, too. I'm not sure when this happened. I think it was early in the game.
Yeah, biceps.
He tore his biceps, so he is out.
I do feel like they need to clarify when you say biceps. I know that's like there's 2 bicep muscles on each arm, but when they say biceps, like I'm assuming that he just exploded both of his arms. You know what I mean? Like he tore
biceps.
Both of his biceps, but there's 2 muscles in there. He tore one, but when you first hear that, you're like, oh my god, he blew up both of his arms. He's just gonna be like this. Who's gonna wipe his butt, dude?
Swinging around his arms. He can't do anything though. Yeah, they're already hurt at that defensive line, and their defense was already kind of weak. So we'll see if this makes an impact.
Yeah, and then a couple more things to round it out. The Rams acquire cornerback McCreary and a trade with the Titans, and Tyler Lockett is now with the Raiders, back with his papa.
He was not having a good year with the Titans. So,
no, I think the Titans are about to blow it up.
And a lot of people, when I was listening to NFL Daily, they were almost like really critical of the Raiders. Like this was a move to keep tanking because you're not trying to get better if you're getting Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he went out and made a huge trade.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, you signed a guy that was basically kind of let go, more or less.
But, you want to hit the Daily Dogs? I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Oh, shit, I don't think I got a Daily Dog this week. I'll come up with one. You're going to have to go first.
You can steal the one I had before this one.
Oh, no. What was it?
Aaron Gordon.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
I'll just tell you that. But I'll hit the man.
Here we go. The Daily Dogs.
Daily Dogs out.
Yes. last night should go down as the Will Klein game because on a super team with $300 million plus in contracts all over the field, it was the last guy in the bullpen making league minimum who had been released by 3 teams, started the year in the minors, and left off the playoff roster until the World Series. That guy is Will Klein.
Yes.
And he pitched a season high 72 pitches, all scoreless innings.
Yeah, they kept saying they're gonna have to bring him out. They kept sending him out there, and he kept going, man. And it was must-watch TV there at the end. Just watch. It's like every pitch, you're like, it's edge of your seat
after gas.
I can only imagine sitting there, but yeah, Will Klein, I think definitely. If he can't, Ohtani, he could get it, but Will Klein, I think, was the fire that won that game for them, and especially late there.
I'm sure they rallied behind him for sure. And the big reason too is Clayton Kershaw. The guy was a legend. He got in for pretty much one batter, I think, and you see his wife crying over there because he's been through so much, and it's tough. He's already announced this is his last year. Lots of emotions in this game.
Yeah, it should be entertaining. Game 4 is tonight.
Yep, starts right now. It is actually 6 o'clock. So.
Yeah, so it's first pitch should be happening shortly after the festivities. Yep. But that is Chad's Daily Dog.
Daily Dogs out!
That's right. Now, let's move on to me, as I just stole Chad's, and you already kind of heard who it was. But I chose, just 10 seconds ago, and Chad allowed me to, Aaron Gordon as my daily dog, and I'll tell you why. It's mainly because of what he did, but it's after the game as to why he's a daily dog. So despite scoring 50 points, game and career high for Aaron Gordon, 17 of 21 from the field, including 10 of 11 from three-point range, shooting lights out like a madman, and not only that, grabs 8 rebounds, all in 39 minutes against the Warriors, but unfortunately the Nuggets come up short in that game as Steph Curry went nuclear at the end of the game.
Cooking, man.
Yeah, he hit that half-court shot, and I was like, oh, that's it. I knew as soon as that happened. But the real reason why I think Aaron Gordon deserves the daily dog of this week is because at the end of the game, the team told him, you obviously deserve the game ball, and he said, no, I don't want a game ball. We lost.
That's cool.
So that's the only thing that he was worried about. And I think that's what is going to be huge moving forward for the Nuggets this year, is the team mentality that they've got brewing right now.
Yes.
And I think we saw a lot of that last night.
Yeah, they played really good last night. Do you know, too, that was the most efficient 50-point game in NBA history?
Yeah, I think it was up there like Wilt-type stuff.
Yeah, well, it was it really is the most efficient game shooting when it comes to shooting percentage, because most times when guys hit 50 points, they're putting up 30 shots. Something like that. What was he like?
It was 17 of 21.
I think 17 of 21. I mean, come on, 4 shots.
And then 10 of 11 from 3, which is insane.
I was watching
Steph Curry
most of that game, and I think I ended up passing out. But before I passed out, it was like 9 threes that he hit in a row.
Yeah, I mean, he was just going back and forth.
When you hit 3 in a row, you're like, all right, cool. Then 4, then 5. You're like, damn. But also to add to that, while I was at that concert, I got a headline. And it was like alley-oop dunk, like 360 alley-oop dunk to Gordon. And then when I went to the bathroom, I had to check out the highlight. And, dude, Jokic throws up this lob to him, and he just makes it look like he's in a playground. So easily just hops up, 360 alley-oop, backwards dunk. He's so fun to watch, man.
Yeah, it has been fun to watch Aaron Gordon. It's been fun to watch this team so far. I hope they can stay healthy and stay atop the West.
Yeah. Who was it on the bench? God damn it. Who put up like 20 points last night?
Hardaway?
Thank you. Yeah.
Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I think that come the end of the year we'll be talking about as the best signing this offseason.
I think so, yeah. He's been looking really good. I
think he's like Strother, but more legit.
Yeah.
It's just like a better Strother
on the bench a little bit, but
what were you about to say?
Those guys will get their time. There unfortunately will be injuries. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
How about Jokic's Peaky Blinders quote, man?
Oh, I didn't see it.
You didn't?
No.
So I can't remember if you've seen Peaky Blinders or not.
I haven't watched it that much. No.
Okay, no, I'm a huge fan of that show. I'm excited that they're bringing it back and everything. But I didn't realize that Jokic was a big fan of it. And so after the game, they asked him, can you rest easy and breathe easily when Valanciunas is in there? And Jokic, without missing a beat, I wish I could just do his accent. He's like, I'm never able to rest. If you remember, Tom Shelby said, there is no rest for anyone. And not like that. Like, I can't remember. I fucking butchered it, dude. To quote Thomas fucking Shelby.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then they paired it up, like some feed did, where he walks in one of the games, I think, last year, in a trench coat with his turtleneck that he always wears, and then the news pit, like the Peaky Blinders hat. So he must have been watching it for a while and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I was fucking digging that.
Yeah, also, this is one of the first times, I think, in like probably the last 3 years, where it was the middle of the fourth quarter, and Jokic was on the bench.
Wow. Well, and even when I was watching the Warriors game, I meant to text you that like, dude, it was going into, so normally he goes out of the game pretty much
Like
a
after the
minute
third quarter.
or right after the first quarter. But yeah, he didn't go into the second quarter until like minute 6.5 or 7 minutes. Like, he's getting plenty of rest, and this is great. Valanciunas, the NBA Travis Kelce, is doing great out there.
Yeah, he does kind of look like Travis Kelce.
Yeah, a lot of people say
a lot
that.
bigger, but yeah, so pretty cool to see, but we're already here. Let's continue on to the NBA. And
Then maybe we'll have the music break. Let's just remember that.
Let's do it.
Right back to Scott. 4 seconds. 3 seconds left. Wide enough. Valley. Jumper Murray. Desert Johnson.
81-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed the second greatest scoring performance in NBA history.
To keep going on the Nuggets, because we are some homers. I think Jokic has, 2 triple doubles? I couldn't remember if it was 3 or not. That's insane. Last night, 19 rebounds.
Yeah, and the Nuggets, I think, are also the first team since like the 1968 San Francisco Golden State Warriors to score over 127 points in their first 3 games.
Oh, yeah, I think Dan's told me
You
that,
might
man.
know somebody on that team. Wilt Still Chamberlain.
Wow, that says a lot right there. Anytime you're in the Will conversation.
Yeah.
We talked about having a segment. It was like, along
Not
with
since
Will.
Wilt.
or something.
Yeah, not since Wilt.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have not since Babe Ruth for
Oh,
Otani.
my
So.
gosh, unbelievable.
But big news: Max Cooper Flag hurts his shoulder and is benched in crunch time. He left the 101-94 loss to Oklahoma City Thunder and spent the majority of crunch time watching from the bench due to a coach's decision. Flag finished with only 2 points on 1 of 9 shooting, 2 rebounds, and no assists in 31 minutes.
He's off to a rough start.
Yeah, he had one good game. And then that was kind of it. It wasn't even
it was kind of a mediocre game.
mediocre game. Yeah, I was going to try and see what he's doing right now, but he's averaging 16.7 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. So not too bad, but for being the second coming of Luka after you just got rid of him, I guess. Cooper Flag, kind of lackluster start to the season. Let's see. In other news, Ant is out 2 weeks with a hamstring injury. The Nuggets took on the Timberwolves last night.
It was cool to see them in those old jerseys, though. I hate the Timberwolves now because of Ant, what they've done to the Nuggets. But, dude, I was always a big fan of KG back in the day.
Yeah, the old school Timberwolves.
Those jerseys are cool.
They are pretty cool.
Yeah.
OKC keeps winning. They beat Dallas last night. That's who we were just talking about. But 2 overtime games so far. And they have not had it easy, but damn it, they keep winning. And they've got guys that are not playing yet, so...
They take on the Kings tonight, who aren't very good, so that should be an easy game. But one team that is pretty good right now, and not too many people expected because of their record, the way they finished last year, is the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks to Victor Wembanyama, who...
He's going crazy.
It's pretty fitting that his logo is an alien, because he might just be an alien. The way he's playing out there, it doesn't even look
He
real,
had
man.
that crazy 360 layup last night.
The way
he
he's
had a
dribbling.
huge dunk the other night. Oh, he ate up Anthony Davis the other night. I mean, he put him in a blender.
He's
Anthony
blocking
Davis-
guys like he's 7 feet tall and everybody else is in high school, man. He set a record for the first 3 games. It's a little bit of a LeBron stat here, but still impressive. First player ever to 100 points, 15 blocks, and 40 rebounds in the first 3 games. Because one of those games he had 40 points. He's just insane if he continued on this pace. I mean, and what I was going to get at is the Spurs are 4-0 right now.
Yeah, and
They're not even playing with De'Aaron Fox.
That's very true, and a lot of that can be chalked up to one and only Mr. Hakeem Olajuwon, who took Victor Wembanyama under his wing this summer,
True.
along with Kevin Garnett, and so far it's showing. He looks scary.
The way he's able to dribble the ball at 7'5" or 7'6", it's not
Well,
shouldn't
then-
be possible.
The picture of him hanging on the rim and his feet are on the ground. It's just what the fuck is that?
And when these guys are trying to like put shots up around the basketball, and he's like boom, boom, and we're gonna be like playing ball against like my uncle.
Yeah, when they're like in their 30s and you're a little kid,
Yeah.
and you just try and
Just wanna
shoot.
get the ball up.
No.
I feel bad for these guys, man. But once De'Aaron Fox gets back, like it's just gonna be nice. I mean, along with his off-season activities, he also spent some time with some Tibetan monks.
I saw that. Yeah, he was getting his own.
He is very, I guess, into.
Centeredness. That's why he was reading all the time, and Jokic was giving him shit about it.
Oh, that's
And
right.
the All-Star game, he's like, "Are you reading a book right now?" He's like, "Yeah, I read before every game." He's like,
Jokic cracks it
"Bro,
up.
bro, it's the All-Star game. It's just like, who cares?
Chill out, dude.
Also surprising this year, the Chicago Bulls 3-0.
Cool.
Pretty surprising there. Like you
Josh
said,
Giddey, man.
San Antonio's looking tough. I mean, you just look at the top 6 teams in the Western Conference: Spurs, Thunder, Warriors, Jazz, which is very surprising.
Markkanen,
Nuggets, Clippers. Yeah, Lauri Markkanen's.
He did
Wish we
shoot
could've got him.
35 points to get to 50 points the other night. So, I mean, if you put up 35 shots, you should
hit hopefully 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
hope
yeah.
so.
But that's surprising because the Jazz don't really have anybody other than him. But I think that pretty much does it for the NBA, unless you got anything else.
No, that's it for me. Let's
Alright.
get into the music break.
Let's do it.
Let's frickin' do it. Hey, let's do it. All right, this month we've got Rad Key, and they are pretty rad. So why don't you use the key, unlock your ears and your mind, and listen to them? Why not? This song's called Victory, and it goes something like this.
Let's see.
You
Oh, right. Oh, I did it again. Sorry, scared us both.
They actually just released a new single today.
Oh, shit. Let me see here.
It's called Fall Out of Grace.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been a minute since they've released some new music. So it's a little local band out of Kansas City.
Misery.
See, there's your tick.
Can't hear it, not do it. But yeah, check them out, Radkey. That is going to be the last of them for this month, as next month is next week. So we will have a new music break guest, and you better make sure to go check out
Maybe
Radkey.
it'll be Metallica.
Probably be Metallica. If not, maybe Van Halen. Maybe Van Hagar. I don't know.
We'll get permission.
Whatever. Yeah, go check out Radkey on all things streaming. Make sure to give him a like and follow on all things social media as well. But let's get back into it. Chad, where do you want to go now?
All right, let's hit the Big League Chew real quick, and then we'll go to F1 and then
right.
UFC.
On a juvenile delinquent in the offseason in his major league debut.
Gonna light your ass up, Pete.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner in this.
Well, we talked about it a little bit already, but I think we might have watched one of the greatest World Series games of all time last night. It was insane. If you made it to the end of the game and you had to get up and go to work today, you were insane. I made it to the 16th inning, and I feel it today. Not happy about it, but it was worth it. Wish I could have seen the ending, but I just fell asleep on the couch. I tried.
You know, there's been 2 games in the World Series that have gone to 18 innings. You want to know a really crazy stat?
I already know what you're about to say, but go for it.
On there. It's insane that this is a thing, man. But maybe he's like a
Oh, you didn't put it on there. I didn't even see it. I just saw this earlier.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah. So Brad Paisley sang the national anthem for that game. And the last time there was an 18-inning World Series game, he sang the national anthem for that one, too.
Yeah, pretty
What?
wild.
That's weird, man.
Brad Paisley, I don't know. Is he doing a little bit of voodoo? Did he watch, Warren? I don't know.
Maybe.
Weapons? Maybe he watched Weapons?
He's
I
got
don't
a
know.
broken stick out there.
Yeah, he's maybe bleeding on stuff. I don't know, man. But yeah, that is super strange that
It's
both of
so
them,
weird.
the only 2, he has sung the national anthem at both of them.
They make it. They need to do it again just see if it happens.
Yeah, just have him do it tonight. Have him sing again. But in other news, 18's the number. 18 innings. 18 pitchers were used in this game from both teams.
And right now, Shohei Ohtani is pitching. It's still early. It's top of the first.
1 on, 2 out.
2 outs. Yep, and it's a full count against Barger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, but
And then pretty cool, too, to see Freddie Freeman. He's one of those guys that I just it's hard not to like him.
dude, well, I mean,
He's
I like
a good
him.
dude.
I've always been a little bitter because he left the
teeth?
Braves.
His teeth are wild.
Yeah, they are, man.
He's got some wild teeth.
But
But
other
other
than
than
a
that,
normal dude. But yeah, he left the Braves, dude. I just really hate that the Braves let him go because he's done nothing but tear it up for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
In clutch moments.
case in point, last night, 18th inning, he rips a home run, ends the game, and they've already put out a Topps card for it that he has signed. I think it has his glove or something in it from the home
patch
run.
or something.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that'll be out there for y'all to try and
$1,000,000.
get and hopefully be able to retire, you know?
Yeah, it should be good. But right now the series is led by the Dodgers 2-1 when they took that game last night because they did steal one in Toronto, and they are playing Game 3 right now, or Game 4 right now in LA. And it should be good. There's a lot of stars out there, and I think the Dodgers fans. Now there's 2-1, or there's 2-1. But, yeah, there was a player for the Toronto Blue Jays that got hurt, and I guess the fans for the Dodgers were getting really criticized because, they were, like, booing and cheering and, like, really cheering for this guy getting hurt. It's like, man, come on. That's such an...
Yeah, you don't want to be an asshole and be a shitty fan. I mean...
You never want to see anybody get hurt.
No, definitely not.
No.
It's pretty shitty when that happens. And then to cheer it, it just seems like you're an asshole.
Yeah, because, dude, here's the reason I don't do that, too.
Because it could happen
It
to you.
could happen to you, man. Because Jamie, who we work with, one of the salesmen, early on in the year, he's like, I hope Patrick Mahomes gets hurt. I hope he breaks his back and all this. Look what happens. Patrick Surtain gets hurt.
Yeah.
Voodoo, man. It's a real thing. Gladys is out there somewhere. Yeah, but we'll give you guys an update on this game when we circle back at the end of the show.
Yeah, definitely. But right now it is tied 0-0. this one is going to be a big game. We talked about it a little bit earlier. This could be the one that kind of defines where this series goes, because if the Blue Jays lose, it's pretty much going to be the Dodgers that are going to pull away here, because I just don't think they're going to be able to withstand the pitching in the bullpen.
It's going to be tough, man. Those pitchers. I mean, they had Yamamoto warming up last night after he just pitched the whole game 2 days ago.
Yeah, he told his translator to go tell the coach, like, I'll go in. I don't care. Yeah, he's like, I'll do it.
Japanese players are just dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
But let's move into F1. Let's go fast. Let's go super fast.
And we will go fast by saying andale, because they were in Mexico over the weekend.
Vamos.
Where Lando Norris dominated the whole weekend, got the pole, and won the race.
Yes, and McLaren definitely needed it to try and stave off Verstappen, but unfortunately he still finished on the podium, and he's, 14 points from Piastri now after Norris takes the lead.
Yeah, he is 34 points from Piastri, and then now Norris is the 1 point leader. 1 point over Piastri in the driver's standings, man.
So, pretty down to the wire here. Going to be nail-biting for the last few races as we make our way down the final straight, if you will, of the F1 season.
Yeah. And the next race is on November 9th in Sao Paulo. It's expected to be kind of rainy there, where that is in favor of Max, where he is kind of like Senna, where he's really good in the rain.
Yeah, I don't know if he slows down time when he's in the rain like Senna did.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah. But this race was insane. This was probably one of the crazier races. I had Red Zone going on. This tells you how boring some of the games were on Red Zone. When I was downstairs working out, I had Red Zone going on the TV. Then I had a headphone in, so I turned the TV down to like, I don't know, and then was watching the race on my phone. And turn one was insane. Probably one of the craziest turn ones we've had all year, where they went 4 wide. Max Verstappen went off the track, came back around because Lewis kind of didn't give him any room, and then Max kind of gave it back to him. And then sent Lewis off, but Lewis took a big shortcut, got penalized 10 seconds. And, I mean, Aston Martin, there was a car, I can't remember which was one of the drivers in that turn one. He curved off the track and fell way behind. It was a heated race there in the beginning, but Lando got a really good start. You got to really hand it to him because he has failed in a lot of those chances where he gets the opportunity where he is got pole and he just doesn't get a good start. He uses special tape. I don't know what this is about, but it's really weird. Red Bull ripped it off. A lot of bad blood. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Nobody else uses this tape at start. I don't know.
Well, you know.
Some people have booster seats. Some people don't.
It's magic tape. You know, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Whatever, man. But, it is kind of nuts because, I mean, Piastri kind of had a pretty big lead, just 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it's dwindled down into where he's 1 point behind Norris, and with 4 races left, like you said, this could really come down to the wire. Max Verstappen needs at least 9 points in each of the next 4 to even have a chance. So
yeah, he's going to have to keep staying up there. I mean, if he gets a couple wins, could easily eat up that gap that he's got going there. But this was definitely Norris's, as he claimed, his best weekend probably of his career. As he final practice. He was, after topping the final practice by more than 0.3 seconds, he took the pole position by 0.262, and he held a 0.588 seconds advantage over Piastri down in 7th place. It was Norris's biggest margin over his teammate in qualifying this season, and, it helps when your team just wants you to win, not the other guy.
And there's a lot of talk, too, that because of that, whoever... even if Piastri ends up winning out of this, there's good talk that it's going to create a big rift between them, and we'll see what comes of it. But yeah, it's just not looking good the way they're treating Oscar.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because I feel like he probably deserves to win this year. If Lando ends up winning, and just kind of feel like, oh well, you won because they wanted you to, not because you deserved it, so to speak.
Oscar's been there for 3 years. Lando's been there a little bit longer. He's the vet, so he's the one, and that's Zach's baby. So, That's the one they're going to favor. But, yeah, in a few weeks, November 9th, they will be in Brazil. Ooh, this is a great start time. 9 a.m. for us. Or, no, excuse me, 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Right before the games start,
I know,
you can. It'll be over probably by halftime of the first games.
Yep.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, I love that the races are only like an hour and a half. They're not
Yeah,
like
a few
NASCAR
hours
races,
top.
it's like
Yeah,
4
NASCAR is
hours.
like 5 hours.
Left
I remember
turn,
back in the
left
day watching, back when they had remember when big screens first came out and they were big screens?
Yeah, like the wide
They were like
projection
this
screens.
wide, yeah. My buddy I grew up with that I hung out with all the time, his name was Luke, and his dad loved NASCAR.
Yeah.
They watched it so much that I think it was on NBC, the NBC logo was burned
Wow.
in the bottom of the screen from just NASCAR being
Going
on
over and
constantly, just having the logo right
Isn't
there.
that weird, man?
Yeah.
Because I remember that happening a little bit on our TVs too. Like it would just stay that way.
Yeah, they used to say that for a long time. Like, don't leave if like an image is on there forever, it'll just like burn into it, which is weird. But that doesn't
Weird
happen anymore.
No,
But, yeah.
no, we got good TVs now.
Yeah, well, it's nice now. You know, we need a flat screen for like $300.
Seriously. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get. Where do you want to go? We want to talk about UFC.
Yep. UFC, and then we'll hit the daily dose.
The main event that almost was. Let's get it on.
Yeah, this won't take long because this was honestly one of the most anticlimactic UFC cards I can remember in a while. There was a few good fights. There was a head kick.
That head kick was pretty crazy.
That sounded like a dude got hit in the head with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
It was rough. Oh, man. Just fell over, dude. It reminded me of like the Usman head kick.
Oh yeah,
Headshot, dead.
yeah, bing bang.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that was pretty good.
The co-main event with the girls were pretty awesome.
Mackenzie Dern and Janaroba were pretty good as well. It was a really good fight all the way through. But yeah, the main event just sucked. I mean, it was kind of slow for like the first minute as they're kind of feeling each other out, and then it just started going.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, eye poke happened.
And
it was a
was-
gnarly one. I mean,
It looked intentional, man.
his finger went. He literally. I mean.
It went knuckle deep.
Yeah, Aspinall said after. He's like, I just got poked in the fucking eye, knuckle deep.
Yeah.
And like everybody's like, I don't know why you're fucking booing me. He's like, I'm the one that got poked in the eye.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, what do you expect?
I
I'm
haven't
glad
heard-
he didn't.
I haven't heard how bad it was.
I just saw news today that there's no long-term damage from it. And then, of course, people are going to be like, well, then you should have kept fighting. It's like, no, man, if you're fighting for the title, you're not going to risk that, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, and especially if it's for the title. Like, I'm not going to go in there one eye just because you poke. And
it
one thing,
wasn't-
if I did it, if
Yeah.
I poked my own eye.
And it wasn't just one eye, too. He got both.
Yeah, he did get both.
eyes. It was like a Three Stooges move where he got both of
He
them.
just should have hit
And here's the thing. What I was telling everybody is like, whenever these eye pokes sometimes happen, it kind of happens like this. If you're like watching, you got to watch the YouTube, where it kind of grazes their eyes like that. And even that'll kind of do it because it could be a fingernail.
Yeah.
But this dude went like this and then went behind the eyeball. And instead of like pulling back, because you can see in the slow-mo of it, he doesn't just pull back.
He pushed in.
Pounded forward.
Yeah.
It was a dirty move, man.
Yeah, I mean, it does suck. And like Aspinall said, he's like, I trained for like 14 months, and to have it go like this kind of sucks. Like, that it's a
It
shitty
sucked
way
a
for it
lot,
to
man.
end.
Yeah.
So I'm sure we're going to see this one, a rematch happen again. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Dana White's going to do. He's a wild card sometimes.
Well, I'm sure he already said that he's going to try to expedite the rematch as soon as possible, so I'm sure that'll happen. But, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. And then the heavyweight division overall. I mean, Volkov fought, what the fuck was his name? But Alameda, and it was the same way. Alameda just laid on top of him the whole time. But I really like how the judges, like with Mackenzie Dern and Volkov, even though they were taking it down a lot, Alameda and Janaroba didn't really do a whole lot on top, and the people, the fighters that were taken down, did more damage from the ground and on their backs.
Yeah.
And they were rewarded for that because that should be what happened. Like Dana said, he's like with the Alameda Volkov fight, he's like, you shouldn't win a fight if you just lay
laying
on
on
top of a guy.
people, yeah.
Like that's just boring.
Well, and that should also be kind of on the refs to be like, come on, guys, you got to fight here.
Yeah.
You gotta try and do something here to make it look like you're attempting to fight, not just lay on somebody.
It was not too exciting of a fight card, but that's why I was glad it was during the day and I didn't have to waste an evening.
It was nice that it was over by like what, 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock.
About 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
something like that. But next month, it's going to be a banger. Islam versus Jack Della Mina, and then the women's super fight with Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Wei Li. God, dude, I'm going to run through the quad streaking for that card, man.
Going streaking through the quad. Unfortunately, kind of a letdown this weekend, but we'll probably get something better here in the coming weeks.
Oh, no.
When is the next USC fight?
November 15th.
Is that a numbered one, or do we have?
That's the next pay-per-view. I'm not sure about
okay.
the fight night.
Let's see here. We got fight night Garcia versus Onama.
Yeah, I'm not sure
at
who
the
those
Apex.
guys are.
Yeah, me either.
Yep.
I don't know who the next fight night is either. Bonfirm versus Brown.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So we got fight nights the next couple weeks, but we don't know who they are. So hopefully there's some good fights. Maybe there will be because we don't know who they are. That's usually how those things go. But it is that time of the episode when the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. John Daly, grips it, rips it, and hits it hard, man.
I hit it hard, man. So far, man.
I meant to put a note on here, dude. I think we can cover those on there.
Okay.
They're just so cool. Just play the Marlins guy, because I think the video is really kick ass.
All right.
And we can talk about the.
Okay, yeah, you guys got a little behind the scenes there, but we had 2 DDOEs. We've
Yeah, you picked out 2 good ones.
struggled to find some for the last few weeks. Kind of got 2 here, but pretty quick though.
Maybe we save one. Okay.
Oh. Oh, yeah, let's just do Miami Marlins guy.
Cool.
I like it because it's kind of cool.
It is a really cool story.
And it's pertinent to what's going on right now.
That's
so
true.
let me get this pulled up over yonder. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Everybody, hold on a second. Hold, please. Hold, please. Let me get this. Go right, John.
Sounds like he's money bags too. He's got a lot
Yeah.
of racehorses.
So basically what's going on is I've not seen this guy before until last night, and they were talking about him. He's sitting there right behind home plate in an orange Miami Marlins jersey.
I feel like
sticking
we
out
talked
a sore
about
thumb.
him a couple of years
Have
ago.
we?
Yeah, because we were like, why is this guy in a Marlins jersey at
Yeah.
when the Marlins
What
aren't
is he
playing?
doing? But it's should be pretty a good story because he not only is just a rich guy, but he also kind of does some cool stuff to provide for people who may not be lucky enough to go to a World Series game when the tickets are like $10,000 to sit where that guy's sitting anyways. So I do appreciate that he kind of pays it forward and allows strangers to go with him. Oh my God. All right. Sorry, guys.
Sweet.
I should have had this pulled up, but it is what it is.
It's working now.
It's working now. I'm going to go here. We're going to go full on fully. I'm going to click over here. We're going to go to the web, and then you guys are going to see it. Here we go. Let me get the volume up and play. All right. And play. Oh,
It went back down for some reason.
yeah, that's weird. I thought I clicked that. All right, guys. Sorry. What the fuck?
I don't know why it keeps going back down.
Okay, wait.
On TV. I never realized I was standing out like a traffic cone. I've been to every World Series since 2012, except 2 years ago when I had lung and stomach problems. I've been to everything.
There he is, Marlins fan, every World Series game. If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work?
I'm a workers' comp lawyer, and I own a hell of a lot of racehorses and commercial real estate buildings. You give me money to do this. It's not cheap. I use it to promote 2 things. 1, I want September 11th to be First Responders Day, and 2, to pay it forward to strangers. I always bring strangers with me to games and give them the best experience of their life.
And how did this start?
It started when I was going to baseball all the time in Marlins Field. Nobody knew me. But when I started going in Orange, people were like, who's that? But the cool thing about it was my friends could finally see me because they couldn't see where I was. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been a good ride, and I really appreciate everybody being good to me.
Yeah,
That's
it's
such a cool story.
It's
man.
pretty cool. I appreciate the guy. It is cool what he said. Like, I mean, I do think maybe instead of kind of having September 11th kind of be a bad thing or like, a remembrance thing. Like, why not turn it into a good thing?
That's what I thought. When
Pretty
when you said that, I was like, that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, and
why don't we do that?
So, like, remember, let's, like, hold up the people that.
Yep, and maybe the first responders, maybe you get the day off, and then if you, obviously you need first responders, so if you do work that day, maybe you get double and a half overtime, or you get triple time or something. Like, really pay it forward to them.
It makes sense. But yeah, it's super cool video. I appreciate the guy. He seems like a pretty genuine dude.
Yeah.
Seems like a good guy, and I appreciate that someone with the means to do so is paying it forward like he was. And it's cool that he's kind of got a message behind it too. So hats off to the Miami Marlins man. I don't actually know his name. But we're just going to call him Miami Marlins guy.
I think that works.
I think that's what he is.
Yeah,
so.
it's a cool story.
But it's the time where we must leave you. And we'll be back, and we appreciate any of you that hopped on the live stream. If you guys haven't yet, feel free to hop on, join us, ask us questions. By all means, interact. We love
Send us a DDOE if you got one.
Send us stuff. Send us stories. Send us things you want to hear us talk about.
Yep.
But until next week, we love you all. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow us on all things social media. And tell a friend, be a friend. We love you all. Chad Lee. I love you, buddy.
I love you, buddy.
We'll see you later.
We'll try to do better next time.
Love you guys. We'll be back better than ever next week, guys. Toodles!